Hi there, this is Don Current with Shelbyville Today. Yesterday I got to attend an interesting seminar at the Strand Theater. It was called Planning for a Bicycle Friendly Community. Uh, this program is geared at communities and helping them get started on a process in order to make the entire community more bicycle friendly with paths, trails, right of ways, just things like that, education. Um, and it was brought to us by a originally the community aspiration team and their bike trails action team were instrumental in helping bring this, but also the city of Shelbyville because Mayor Tom DeBon, as most people know, is very active in bicycling. He's an avid bicyclist, and so he's definitely a proponent of this. So there is actually a group that has been going around educating communities on this, and at the request of the city of Shelbyville and the community aspiration team, they came and spoke with us. And there were representatives from Bicycle Indiana. The executive director, Nancy Tibbett, was here, and she provided some of the information and handouts, as well as Pete Fritz and Lindsay Boza of the Indiana State Department of Health. And they were some of the primary presenters. Actually, Pete Fritz provided a lot of the technical type information on it. And the state of Indiana is interested in the Department of Health for obviously the health benefits that it brings to a community. But overall, they talked about the logistics of it. They talked about the 5 E's of bicycling. It's engineering, education, encouragement, enforcement, and evaluation and planning. Pete is very into the technical side of things, and so he actually provided quite a bit of the engineering information, which really took a look at how you go about it, whether building trails or making bike paths or bike lanes, things like that. Showed lots of examples of how you deal with specific situations that a city might encounter, like roundabouts and extra wide lanes and things like that. And it was quite a long meeting. Also, special thanks to the Strand Theater for hosting it. And then Major Hospital also provided lunch for it because it was a long meeting. There was a lot of information presented, started first thing in the morning and went until after lunchtime. The team presenting actually was quite impressed because we had a very good turnout for it from a broad cross-section. There were community advocates. There were people from the city, county, state even, people in planning commission, people in engineering, people with the street departments, parks department, people from the health and wellness field. So we just had a really good cross-section of the population. So that was encouraging, and it was very encouraging to the presenters themselves. They were very impressed with the level of involvement that we have on this. So a really good presentation all in all. And they talked about each one of the topics and some of the whys for doing it. It's more than just an effort by people who already bicycle to get this done. Studies have shown that if you build it, they will come. So it's not just people that bike today that are wanting this thing. By encouraging a bicycle-friendly community, you actually cause more people to get involved in bicycling. Various studies have shown that it actually does show an increase in usage when you do build something. And I think it's pretty well evidenced if you go look at our own Progress Parkway on a nice evening. You will notice a lot of use of that, not just by one particular group, but multiple groups. You'll see runners, bicyclists, families, just lots of different people using it. And also, if you take a look at State Road 44 along the main business district there, going out towards Walmart and Pizza Hut, past Pizza Hut, White Castle, all those different buildings, you will notice that people are using those sidewalks there as well, which didn't used to exist. So you are seeing a greater usage of that because they're available now, so people don't have to walk in the dirt or alongside the road. So I think that shows pretty well that people do make use of those things if they are available. So Lots of reasons in order to do these things for the whole community. And it does help from several different aspects. Quality of life, just having these things available to people. It helps those that don't really have another means of getting places to get to places easier, both pedestrians and bicyclists. There's also economic benefits to it, to a community. Businesses like to locate to areas that are bicycle-friendly communities because it's an amenity for the people that work there as well. And they're looking to hire and attract a good workforce, a good healthy workforce. And so locating to a community that is bicycle friendly actually is beneficial to them. Or even locating nearby, for instance, the Honda plant is within a good commuting distance. And so for us to be a bicycle friendly community would encourage workers that are relocating, such as management, engineering, things like that. It would encourage them to locate to Shelbyville in particular if we have these kinds of amenities. So there's definitely economic benefits to having a bicycle-friendly community. And then, of course, there's environmental benefits just by using more bicycles, less motorized vehicles, even mopeds and things like that. Going to bicycles instead of that has environmental benefits. And then, of course, the reason that the Indiana State Department of Health isn't so involved is because there are health benefits to a bicycle-friendly community. Obviously, one of the biggest health challenges, and to Indiana in particular, is obesity, people that are overweight. And so to encourage people to get out and be more active has huge health benefits, which is good for us, again, economically, because it helps people businesses are going to want to locate to places where there's a healthy workforce. But then also from the standpoint of healthcare costs and things, it's lower in communities that have a better health. And so if we can encourage people to be riding their bikes and getting out and walking, running, that kind of things, kids, all the way from kids to seniors, that's a good thing for the health of a community, and there's lots of benefits that go along with that too. So that's why the Indiana State Department of Health is so involved in this. So that was, those are the reasons that it's important for us to take a look at this, and we had the right people attending the meeting in order to help get these things done. I think this meeting was a really good kickoff for that. And it is just a kickoff because it's just starting to get the wheels turning. There's lots that's involved in this. It's not something that's going to suddenly happen. There's a lot that's involved in analyzing what we currently have, where the biggest needs are, where some of the quickest bang for the buck kind of activities are. Maybe, one just little stretch of road needs fixed up in order to make a whole big long section more bicycle friendly. And it's important when we've got projects in the works too, like bridges and road repairs and things. If people are thinking along the lines of bicycle friendliness, it's cheaper to build something in up front than it is to retrofit. So that's definitely a good thing for our city officials and county officials to be thinking about. And so it's good to have this meeting. Also, there was one other aspect that I failed to mention. There was a group there represented that is looking to make a national path. Trying to think of the right words here. A national designated bicycle trail, basically, from it's north-south, going from Michigan all the way to Kentucky, and their desire is to pass it through Shelby County. And so that's a good thing for our community as well, because it's going to be bringing in additional people, notoriety. Obviously there's promotion and publications that go along with a designated national trail like this. And so it raises the awareness of us, brings more people through our community. So they have an interest in us being bicycle friendly in general as well. So all these reasons were really great reasons, and people were well represented there. And a lot of great information presented, and hopefully over the coming weeks, months, and years, you'll be hearing more about this and seeing more of this occurring in our community. And if you want to get involved, be sure and contact Community Aspiration. Again, they have their Bike Trails Action Team. They meet the first Wednesday of each month, so November 7th is the next meeting. It's at 5 o'clock at the Blue River Community Foundation building. There on West Broadway Street, next to the Grover Museum, across from the library, that area. So that's great. A great meeting. Make sure you check that out. And just get involved to help encourage, let people know that you're in favor of that, and let your leaders, community leaders, know that, so that we can move forward with this and make a healthier, more bicycle-friendly community. Thank you very much.